Hey, what's up? My name is Corey Flokstra, author and illustrator of the Flokstraverse. This is a set of books called Flokstraverse I've been writing and illustrating in. As you can see, this is the seventh book, volume 7. And this book is about the sun, alright? The sun shining in the sky. But I had to rename this a couple times because the name is too much glorifying the sun. We're all sick of the sunlight, okay? It's too bright and up in my face. I have to wear sunglasses, and it gets sweaty and hot outside. Anyhow, this year, so what did I name this book here? What did I name it? Flokstraverse Volume 7, Sun Eater. Sun Eater. It's like eating the sun. Somebody eating the sun. Those are the dinosaurs. They've been eating the sun. Roger the dinosaur. Roger the dinosaur's right there, and that's Green the dinosaur right there. As you can see, there are two dinosaurs on this cover, Roger and Green, the dinosaurs. And as you can see, Tyrone, this thing is pointing in a different direction every time I try to... Alright, this is Tyrone, but he's not the Easter Bunny anymore. We'll get into that a little bit. And the evil villains, the antagonist, or whatever you want to call them. What's an antagonist anyways? I call them villains, but that's like superhero nonsense is to call it a villain. So I guess it's an antagonist. Alright, there's no superheroes, I don't think, in my comic books. Alright, enough with the superhero comic book jizz. Alright, the jizz is too much. It fills up the pages with disgusting crap about superheroes. I rather write things about dinosaurs and other things, but no. They have to keep on making comic books be mainly only about just superheroes. And I'm sick of superheroes. I'm not great at making superhero plots. Nowadays, superheroes are more in depth. You see, Batman, he's always, he's like an orphan or some sort of backstory to him that's really horrific and, dark, I should say. The story of Batman's pretty dark. Anyhow, we're not here to rant about superheroes. We're here to not rant about anything. I'm here to straight up talk to you about my books I've been illustrating and writing in. They have nothing to do with superheroes and DC and Marvel at all. This is the total Flokstraverse. This is the epic Flokstraverse. And this is the 7th book. I've written 7 books so far. Volume 7. Flokstraverse Volume 7. Flokstraverse Volume 7. Sun Eater. Sun Eater. Alright? They're gonna eat the sun. Now, what happened in this book here? What happened to Tyrone? Why is he not the Easter Bunny character anymore? Well, each class changed himself. You know how characters in video games like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy or whatever, RPG, MMO, or I don't know what they're called now. They're mainly just called RPGs. I don't think they make MMOs anymore, but who knows, man? Who knows? But in those games, they class change. Well, that's what happened to Tyrone. He became a black wizard and he was sucking up the energy of the sun for some stupid reason because of black vegan gay influencers on the internet, which is a total stupid thing to do. But he's black, and I guess he's into that shit. He's into sun worshiping like any old sun gazer instead of looking at the moon, which is more safer than looking at the sun. Do not even stare at the sun. Don't stare at it. It's bad for your eyes. I don't know why there's influencers and people like that. They're probably all Hindu people of that insane religion that say, oh, if you stare at the sun, you can gain your powers potential. You get superpowers, and it's good for black people because black people don't get cancer. They don't get cancer because we're black and not white. White people get cancer, but black people don't. Everybody gets cancer. You're a bunch of cancer. But cancer is a serious disease. Or I don't know what it is. Is it a disease or a virus? Nowadays, people say that. Okay, that's enough talking about that because everyone's like, we're not going to talk too much about that because otherwise we'll go into that beep, that one flu word. Anyhow, I'm not supposed to say on YouTube because otherwise, I don't know why you can't talk about it. But anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it to you. If you question me, what am I talking about? What's this virus or flu I'm talking about? Please, I'll tell you. But I don't think I can in this video. Anyhow, what happened to Tyrone the Easter Bunny? Why is he now a black wizard gazing at the sun? He's just staring at the sun with his open eyes. And he got so into it. He got really into sun gazing to the point that he wanted to be in a cult that sun gazes, that stares directly at the sun, but doesn't want to just gaze or look at the sun. He joins the cult to worship the sun, which is bad. Cults are bad. All right? Do not join a cult. Never. Anyhow, cults are bad. So what's a religion? What's the difference between a cult and a religion? We'll have to do some research on that later. But right now, I'm going to talk to you about something about what happened to Tyrone the Easter Bunny. Whatever happened to him? Why is he now a freaky black wizard trying to soak up energy from the sun? Now, it's a pretty complicated story. But, and I had to, by the way, I had to delete one of the videos I did of this because it just completely did not make any sense. It was complicated, too complicated for anybody else to understand, and it went too far. Anyhow, enough explaining shit. Tyrone Easter Bunny worships the sun to the point that he actually talks to the sun, not just praying and not getting any answer like some religious people do. But even I pray to God. Yes, I pray to God and I don't get any answers. But for some odd reason, Tyrone, he starts to praise the sun. And for some odd reason, unlike all these other people that pray to their religious gods, the sun actually talks to him and tells him to knock it off. You don't want to be the leader of a cult, because he's trapped in this cult, and he has to worship the sun and preach in a church. And if he stops preaching, that's when the Sun Pope punishes him to death. Now, he's stuck in a sunny Vatican. And what's a sunny Vatican? It's a Vatican that got taken over by sun worshippers. But let's go back to talking about what actually happened when Tyrone Tyronius, he renamed himself Tyronius, but the sun god said to him, when he started praising and worshiping the sun, he said, the sun gods told him that he should knock it off, that he's not being his total self. He's not worthy of worshiping the sun god, which is him, the sun god Ra, and Tyrone should go back home to his friends. So, yeah. And he misses his friends to the point that he can't no longer concentrate on, preaching the word of the sun god. He's not made for that cult nonsense. So he has to leave somehow. So I gotta go. Bye.